We're hanging out with a monitor lizard this week on the Nature Center YouTube channel. Hello everyone, welcome once again to the Nature Center YouTube channel, the home of YouTube videos from the YYC Nature Education Center in Calgary, as well as Calgary Reptile Parties. I am Jason. You may have seen me before on Animal Planet Scaled or at the various events that we do throughout the year throughout Western Canada. And this week we're hanging out with one of the animals that our staff has a interesting relationship with. He is definitely one of the favorites and one of the most popular, but he also can cause a lot of headaches. This is Grimlock, and Grimlock is our black-throat monitor. So, black-throat monitors are the largest lizard you can legally own in Alberta, Canada, where I live. They can grow up to 7 feet long and weigh over 60 pounds. They often don't. Grimlock doesn't, but he's still a big lizard. In other parts of the world, you can have bigger lizards like Nile monitors, Asian water monitors, and crocodile monitors. You can't have those where I live, so this is the biggest we're able to get, along with monitor lizards like mangrove monitors, peach throats, blue tail monitors, savanna monitors, sort of a lot of the more medium-sized type of monitor lizards. So why is this guy kind of like, I don't want to say love-hate relationship, but a unique relationship? You really need to be able to read his body language. Sometimes he is basically a big scaly puppy dog. He will cuddle. He's fallen asleep on people while watching TV or just having a break. So when he wants to be, he can be very, very affectionate. When he doesn't want to be, he becomes a huffy, hissing, tail-whipping monster. He's never tried to bite, at least not me, but he has apparently opened his mouth at some other people. So when we get him out of his habitat, we basically sort of have to quickly kind of grab him and collect him, so he doesn't really have a time to react. Once he's out, he will settle, but sometimes he just will be like, and I'm out. Recently, he decided to bolt on one of our staff and wedged himself into a spot in the classroom in the Nature Center and was not interested in coming out and was being very tail whippy and hissy. But moments later, he was literally falling asleep on her. So you know they can go through moods. So a tail whip from these guys can leave bruises. A bite can cause stitches. We do have to trim his claws. His claws can get very long and very sharp. A lot of, the damage that we have gotten is just from scratches that can be pretty gougy. Right now his trimmed, so when he does sort of accidentally claw at me, it's not drawing any blood, but he has in the past. And he'll inflate his body as too when he's really, really grumpy. So that is a lot for people to kind of realize and deal with when you're dealing with a large lizard. Another challenge is just housing. A lizard that can potentially grow 7 feet is going to need a lot of space. A lot of people will convert like a bedroom for them. Fortunately, they don't need as high of humidity as other large lizards like tegus and iguanas, so you don't really have to worry about that. But being from Tanzania in East Africa, it's an arid environment, but it is very hot. So having proper basking and heat sources and stuff like that is very important for these guys as well. They also love to climb, so when we're looking at his habitat, most of the time he's up basking on his branches or on his platform. Sometimes he will crawl down, but for the most part, that's where we're going to find him. Big water dish, and They will drink from it, but they tend to soak more than they drink. And also he, like many other lizards, like to use their water dish or watering hole, whatever you want to call it, as a bathroom. And these guys are very messy. That is another one of their defense mechanisms. Sometimes they will projectile poop and just explode and spray urate and poop everywhere. It smells terrible and it's gross. He did that the last time he got his nails trimmed, and the staff that did it were not particularly happy with him because it got everywhere. Diet with these guys, they are a carnivore. So in the wild, anything they can catch, they will eat. As a pet, people will feed them dog and cat food. That is not at all appropriate for almost any reptile. It's not a good choice, especially dog food, because dog food will have like grains and rice and veggies and stuff, which these guys, their body is not designed to eat. We give him all sorts of stuff. He loves whole food, so we'll give him chicks. We will give him rodents. He loves organ meat, so we go to the local Asian market and get things like chicken gizzards, chicken hearts, snails. He loves eggs. We'll give him either whole eggs or quail eggs. I know. Come here. He's like, I want to explore. I want to go hide. So, you know, they are expensive to feed as well. So, in terms of a pet, monitor lizards aren't good pets, except for people that are really ready to take on the responsibility and the challenge of having a large lizard that can potentially be longer than a person is tall. The very first black-throat monitor that I ever met, we met it in Monroe, Washington at the Reptile Zoo. Shout out to them because I haven't been in a few years, but they are awesome. And so I very clearly remember way back in 2008 going there on a trip. We were driving from Vancouver down to Seattle and stopped in, and the lady that her husband owned it took us in to meet the black-throat monitor, the Asian water monitor, and was petting the black-throat monitor and going, they're not food, which is not reassuring when, you know, you're looking at that lizard was probably a good 6 feet. Monitor lizards are incredibly intelligent. They will learn. He has figured out, I think he's been in the studio before, so I think he's probably trying to go where he was able to go before to kind of watch himself and hide. At one point, the wire mesh, that's the front of his habitat when we were still at my house, came loose, and he somehow was able to push his way out and through. And it wasn't that big of an opening. So I went to try and find the monitor lizard, and I'm like, where is he? Because it's not easy for a lizard this size to hide, believe it or not. You're being so active. And he had wedged himself next to the habitat where we had like a half wall, and we literally had to use a snake hook to kind of coax him out. So we secured him in a bin, we fixed the mesh, we put him back, and he immediately climbed right back down to where the mesh was and started pushing at it with his nose. So he learned. It kind of reminds me of Jurassic Park and how the velociraptors were testing the wires to see where they could break through. So, you know, keeping them secure is very important. They're a lot. They're amazing animals, but their intelligence, their size, their attitude, it can be hit and miss. They are known for being puppy dogs. Asian water monitors are also known for being pretty docile, but a lot of the ones like crocodile and Nile monitors are known for being really defensive. And I've seen pictures and videos of crocodile and Nile monitor bites, and it's not pretty. You know, you don't want to be getting stitches. And yes, this guy is related to the Komodo dragon. They are both monitor lizards, so that is kind of one of the fun things whenever we bring out our black-throat or our savanna monitors at a birthday party or an event. Every time it's a Komodo dragon! Because apparently every lizard these days is a Komodo dragon. Well, we don't have a Komodo dragon, but we have lots of other videos that you can check out, so make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you get notified of our new videos, and check out some of our other videos. We have almost 2 years worth of content, everything from meeting sloths to traveling through Africa, monkeys. We've got cool lemur video. We have lots of cool content, and we love for you to check out some of our previous videos and stay tuned for our new ones. We've got lots of cool content coming up, and we look forward to sharing it with you. So hit that subscribe button, like, share these videos, and all of our information is down below. If you're in the Calgary area or coming to Calgary to visit, make sure you come check out the Nature Center. We'd be happy to introduce you to Grimlock and some of our animals up close and personal. Until next time, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.